sounds so beautiful.
Two, three, clap.
So I know the warehouse has been a huge part of your journey and your story and formation. So maybe you could share a couple of memories, significant memories that stand out for you from your time at the warehouse.
Sure. That's a very long talk. I mean, it's been a very formative. I think the memory which exists for a long time and isn't the easiest memory, it's not the memory I remember with the most joy necessarily, is that in the season at the warehouse between 2009, 2010, probably through to sort of 2012, 13, we underwent what the staff team called our change process. We'd been working for 6 or 7 years. We'd been committed to this idea of the local church bringing about change, and we had started seeing the places where it wasn't working, but we weren't sure what the problem was, and so we needed to make the shift, and that shift was quite fundamental. And at the time it wasn't that we were like, oh, we're going in this direction, we now need to go in that direction. It was like, we know that direction's not right and we're not sure how to do it, and it was an incredibly difficult time. My memory is one of often feeling quite lonely and quite bruised, and I know that was true for many of us. And so we had been this community that loved each other and was an example of that. And then we really had to work hard for that, and really had to work hard in this belief that God had called us to do this thing, that we needed to listen, that it wasn't easy. And now I look back with the benefit of an additional 6 years and go, wow, that was right that we made the turn. The ways in which we turned, some of my own choices and my own behaviors in that moment hurt people and were wrong. But the overall arc was the right thing. And so I remember that with gratitude, that we were able to make that change, that people dug into trusting each other, even in the face of each other making mistakes, and even in the face of hurting each other. That we learned things about what it meant to be an organization rooted in kind of a Western, what we might say these days, whiteness understanding of the world, and beginning the shift towards something else. And so it was a really, really hard time. I had counseling afterwards, as did many of us. We needed time, and yet the fruit is good and right. And so it's not the easiest memory, but it is a memory that I'm grateful for, in that I think there was the faithfulness of the people, the faithfulness of God to this calling. That means we're in a very different position now, and I think leads to this moment of me departing in ways that is healthier and better than it might have been at another season.
Yeah.